স্ক্রিনটা স্ক্রিনটা ক্লিয়ার হোয়াইট হয়ে যাচ্ছে না তো। Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Khodeja Begum, Assistant Teacher, Vikarnisa Nun School and College. I welcome you all who have joined me so far to Nun Batayon's Facebook live class. Nun Batayon is an online platform and it is created by the authority of Vikarnisa Nun School and College to make the students connected with their regular studies. I am back with a new English topic for the students of class 8. Dear viewers, can you hear me properly and see me clearly? Please ensure me by commenting in the comment box below so that I can join my class. I can start my class soon. Okay. Is everything okay? Can you hear me? Okay, how are you students? Hoping you were doing fine and you have become used to do online classes, staying at home, and you are doing lot of positive activities at home. Today I have selected a lesson from your revised syllabus that has been provided by Maushi, and this topic will maybe help you to do your assignment as well. So what is my topic today? Today I am going to discuss on transformation of sentences. Okay. So before starting the discussion about transformation, I would like to remind you about the conversion of sentences. Can you remember it? You learnt it in your previous classes. Conversion means the changing of sentence, and transformation means also the changing of sentences. So what is the difference between these two? Okay, let's focus on some examples and then we'll of course understand the differences between these two. Have a look at the screen and what do you see? Lot of students. Okay, so many students are doing classes, sitting in the classroom. It was our common scenery. But now what are you doing? You are doing online classes. Okay, but you are doing classes, you were doing classes in the school, now you are doing classes staying at home. But your main purpose, what? Main purpose is to do classes. Okay, so the main purpose, the main thing remain unchanged, but the place has been changed. So we have changed it into another environment. So it will be called transformation of sentence, because in transformation of sentences we can see that we will change the structure but not the meaning. And there is another picture below. Please look. Here is a student, right? One of your friends maybe. So her name is Mohana. She is a very good dancer, very good actress. So when she goes for performing dances, she wears a different dress. And when she is at home, she wears different dress. So by seeing these pictures, you can get also an idea. Her dresses or outlook has been changed, but Mohana remains unchanged. Her insight and inner look, everything remains unchanged. Okay, so we can say that transformation of sentences means you will change the sentences from one form to another by adding something, but the meaning will not be changed. So if I give you some examples, you will get more ideas about this too. Okay, please focus on the board. Here we are happy. You can see a sentence, we are happy. So if we change it into another form like negative form, what will be the answer? We are not happy. So we are happy, it's a positive sentence. We are not happy, the meaning has been changed. We are not happy right now because of COVID situation, maybe. So we are not happy. So the meaning has been also changed. So let's look at another sentence. We are happy. We are not unhappy. What does it mean, students? It means we are happy and we are not unhappy. It also means we are not unhappy means we are happy. So the meaning has not been changed, only the structure is changed in these sentences. Okay, so in the case of transformation, we will not change the meaning, and in the case of conversions, we will change the meaning. So this sentence has been changed into negative. We will call it conversion of sentence. Here it is transformation. Okay. So I think you have got some ideas. We'll discuss more, then you will be clear more. Okay, now before starting giving you details explanation, I would like to remind you sentences. What is a sentence? A group of words that make a complete sentence is called a sentence. If you put some words side by side, if it gives any meaning, if it doesn't give any meaning like water, mother, cook, shy, bird, there are so many words but it doesn't mean anything. But if I say water is very important, so it means something. That is why it will be a sentence. So how many kinds of sentences are in English grammar? According to meaning, there are 5 kinds of sentences. You know it very well. And according to structure, there are 3 sentences. That is simple, complex, compound. To change one form to another, according to structure, it will be learned in the next class. Okay, wait for that. So, in your syllabus, it is mentioned to change sentences according to meaning also only. So, we will focus on changing sentences according to meaning today. Okay, stay connected. So, what is an assertive sentence? It is also called declarative sentence. Okay, so assertive sentence is a normal sentence which describes something, and it is of 2 kinds, affirmative and negative. And what is an affirmative sentence? An affirmative sentence is a positive sentence. It will not take any negative word, or it doesn't contain with the words of negation like no, not, never. And what is a negative sentence? The negative sentence which means something negative, and they contain words of negation like no, not, never, nobody, none. So if we see this sort of words in a sentence, we'll call it negative sentence. Let's move on to our next description. So today we'll change from affirmative to negative first, and then if we get time we'll change assertive to interrogative and assertive to exclamatory and vice versa. Okay, so these are from your syllabus already, I have told you. Without any further delay, let us quickly start our lessons. To know the to know everything very clearly, you will have to follow some rules, okay, with some examples. Maybe at first you will feel it is more complicated, but after having some rules and explanations with examples, you will get it more easier. So rule number 1, we'll start with rule 1. Rule number 1, to be auxiliary verb not plus opposite word. It means sometimes we can change the sentences using the opposite words, and of course we'll put a not before the opposite word. It may be a verb or an adjective. So we'll follow some examples. We should be kind to all. It is an affirmative sentence and we have turned it into negative. How? Just look at here. We should not be unkind to all. So kind is a positive word, an adjective, and it's unkind is the opposite word of kind. So when already I've said that we will not change the meaning. So we should not be unkind to all, it means we should be kind to all. So here we have used not and also an opposite word to keep the meaning same. Okay, focus on number 2 examples. Traveling is always pleasant. Okay, we all love traveling. So traveling is never unpleasant. It means we can use not, we can use never to make a negative sentence. So in place of always, we have used never to make it negative, and pleasant has been changed into unpleasant. We have used an opposite word also. So this is rule number 1. So I hope you are getting something positive knowledge and you are trying to understand, right? So move on to the next rule. Alone, only, none but. This rule, here you will find alone or only. So I will show you a picture. Only, alone or merely is replaced by none but, not more than or not less than or nothing but. Can you see the screen? So when will you use these new words? For the person we will use none but in place of only or alone. For the things we will use nothing but, and for number, if we get any number in a sentence, we will use more than or less than. Okay, so now go back to our example, that is only the teacher can solve it. Here only, and teacher is a person, so we will use what? None but. We will not use nothing but because teacher is a person. So none but the teacher can solve it. Okay, and if you find any word consists of thing, then you will use nothing but. Sabha has only a few toys. So only has taken place before toys. Toys is a name of thing, it is a noun. So only will be replaced by nothing but. For the thing we will use nothing but. Sabha has nothing but a few toys. but meaning is same. There is no difference, there is no changing of meaning. So for the thing we will use nothing but. And if it is number, if you find any number in the sentence like I have only 50 taka, so 50 is a number, it's a digit. So we'll use not more than or not less than, whatever you like. So I have not more than 50 taka, so only is replaced by not more than. Okay, so let's move on to our next rule, rule number 3. If we make a sentence using must, or if you find any sentence with must, in place of must we'll use cannot but plus base form of verb, and we can change it into another form using another form, that is cannot plus help plus verb in the ing form. You can use one of them. So if you use cannot but base form, cannot help verb into ing form. So follow the examples. The students must attend the class. The students cannot but attend the class. Must is replaced by cannot but. Okay, you can write it in another way, that is the students cannot help attend. No, attending, because I am using help, so attending the class. Isn't it an easy rule? So you will keep it in mind. Okay, so let's move. Rule number 4. There is no but verb other. It means if any sentence starts with every, and every will take any noun, everybody, every man, every rose, every flower, every mother, so whatever noun it takes, but if you find every, then in place of every we'll put there is no one. If it is everyone, there is nobody. If it is everybody, there is no mother. If it is every mother loves her child. It's a very common sentence, and it's true, universally true. So everybody helps the baby. I'm changing it from affirmative to negative using there is nobody but helps the baby. So in place of every will use there is no. Thank you for watching me. Now rule number 5, both ... and. It means both and will be replaced by not only but also. It is a very common rule we every now and then use in our sentence, not only but also. So both is replaced by not only, and is replaced by but also. Here is an example. Father bought both apples and oranges. In the negative sentence, we can say father bought not only apples but also oranges. I can say I like both fuska and chotpoti. So what will be the answers? Negative sentence, I like not only fuska but also chotpoti. Okay, so I hope you have understood this rule. Go for the next. Rule 6. As soon as, no sooner had than. It seems like a very complicating, right? So if you go with examples and rule by and side by side, it will be very easy. In the affirmative sentence, if you get as soon as, to change it into negative, you will put no sooner in place of as soon as. As soon as is replaced by no sooner, and you know as soon as is a conjunction here, and if we put the conjunction first within two sentences, so there will be a comma between in the middle of the sentence, and this comma will be omitted and you will write then in place of this comma. So what will be the answer? No sooner had the bell rung, and here it is rang and you will write rung. Why rung? Because after have, has, had, always will put the third form of the verb, that is past participle form. So it is past indefinite, and here we have used had, it will be turned into past perfect tense. So past perfect tense demands the past participle form of the verb. That's why I have used rang. Okay, and by omitting comma we will write then. So what the answer is? The no sooner had the bell rung than the teacher entered the class. Okay students, let's see another rule, rule number 7. Superlative adjective is a form of adjective. There are three forms of degree, that is positive, comparative and superlative. Three forms of degree. Okay, we can remember these three by mentioning a magician's name, P.C. Sarkar. P for positive, C for comparative and S for superlative. Who is P.C. Sarkar? Now Junior P.C. Sarkar is alive. He is an Indian magician. Okay. So superlative adjective will take no other. When you will get superlative adjectives always takes the before the form. Bravest is a superlative form and the is before it. Always the will take before the superlative form. So we will change it into negative by using no other. Sheila is the bravest girl in the village. It's an example. So listen to it very carefully. No other girl in the village is as brave or so brave. There are two words here. You can write any of it. Actually, they are adverbs of degree. So you can choose any one of two. No other girl in the village is as brave as Sheila. So here the bravest has been changed. We have written no other, so it will take a positive form. Brave is the positive form of bravest. Okay. So another example for comparative form, no other, same. When you will change it into negative, whether it is comparative or superlative, the rule is same for the both. Like Ratul is smarter than any other boy in the city. Smarter is a comparative form. It is a comparative degree because er and then. For the superlative you will follow the, and for comparative you will follow then. It is a clue word. If you find then, you will understand that it is a comparative degree. So same rule will be applied here. No other boy in the city is as smart as Ratul, or no other boy in the city is so smart as Ratul. Okay, I think you have fully understood. So now rule number 9, less than, not as. So these are the clues of the rule. Whenever you will put it into examples or in sentence, it will be as clear as daylight. Okay. So Sheila, she is less beautiful than you said. So if you find this sort of sentence, you will just use a not, but you will see that the meaning remains unchanged. She is not as beautiful as you said. She is less beautiful than you said. It's a comparative sentence, and now it will be a positive one. She is not as beautiful as you said. You said she is less beautiful, but she is. I found after looking at her that she is really, as you said, she is less beautiful. So the meaning is same. So rule number 10, just focus on rule number 10. to, so that. Whenever I was a student, in my student life, I always liked to this structure. I enjoyed to do this structure, using this structure, a lot of sentences very much. So to, so that. The old man is too sick to talk. In affirmative sentence, if you get or if you find to or to change it into negative, you will put what? So in place of to, and that in place of to. To will be replaced by so, these two will be replaced by that, and you will put a subject he, because the old man indicates the pronoun he. He cannot talk. Here the extra word cannot should be used, but if it was the old man was too sick, okay, if the old man was too sick, okay, I will explain it on the board. Keep on watching. He was too small to catch it. Okay. In the previous example, you have seen I have written the old man is too sick. Here I have given he was too small. Was. So whenever I will turn it into negative, he was too small to catch it, I will write he was too so small that he, because of was, we understood that it's a past tense, so that he could not, will not use cannot, could not catch it. Okay, so we will always try to follow the tense. So was is a past form verb, and that's why we have given could. It's also indicates the past tense. So it's very simple thing, but very important. We will always remember it. Okay, students. So these were the rules for changing from affirmative to negative, and now we'll turn to do some opposite changing, that is vice versa, negative to affirmative, because already we have shown you some sentences how to change from affirmative to negative, now negative to affirmative. Okay. The boy was so small that he could not carry the box. It's a negative sentence. So you will just reverse, you will turn back. So what was in affirmatives rules? The boy was too small to carry the box. So if we get so and that, we will write too, but meaning will not be changed. She cannot help singing a song. She must sing a song. I shall never forget his advice. I shall always remember his advice. Okay. Already we have learned how to change from affirmative to negative and vice versa, that is negative to assertive. So let's learn something new, that is assertive to interrogative. It is also included in your syllabus and revised syllabus. Okay. So it's so easy to turn any sentence from assertive to interrogative. You will just follow 2 or 3 rules. That is, at first, if you find any positive sentence, Ranu is active. It's a positive or affirmative sentence. So you will just look at the auxiliary or to be verbs in the sentences and focus on the to be verb and auxiliary verbs. I repeat, and this verb will be used with not in contracted forms, short forms, to make the sentence into interrogative. Okay, and of course you will try to keep in mind that assertive sentence ends with full stop and interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. The bird flies. Ranu is active. Isn't Ranu active? Here it is positive sentence. To make it into interrogative, you will change it into negative at first by using contracted forms. Isn't Ranu active? The bird flies in the sky. Doesn't the bird fly in the sky? It means flies is a main verb. Here is a to be verb. When is helps other verbs, other main verbs, then it will be called helping verb. But here it is main verb and to be verb. Both you can say. The bird flies here only main verb. So there is no helping verb. So how can we make it into interrogative? Can we write flyent the bird in the sky? No. Always to make interrogative, you will have to lend an auxiliary verb. So we will lend, borrow, do, does, did, any of seeing the tense. So it is simple present tense. I will lend what? Does. Doesn't the bird fly in the sky? And he wrote a letter. Here there is no auxiliary or to be verb. So I will again borrow what? Did. Didn't he write a letter? Everybody loves a truthful man. Who doesn't? If you find any word with every, then you will write who. Who doesn't love a truthful man? None has ever seen the thief. If you find none at first in the sentence, to change it into interrogative, you will write who has ever seen the thief. And if there is another examples for interrogative I didn't mention here, that is he is not my friend. Is not. In assertive sentence, we have got is not. So to turn it into interrogative, you will not use not. When there is no not in the sentence, you will put contracted not. If you find the sentence with not, you will leave it here. Is he my friend? So it is also a rule of changing interrogative sentence. Okay. So if you don't find not, you will if you find not in the sentence, you will not use not when you will turn it into interrogative. Okay. Okay. So now assertive to exclamatory. Okay. It is also included in your revised syllabus. It is a nice house. It's an assertive sentence. So how can we change it? By using what and how. These two words are very important to change any assertive sentence into exclamatory. What a nice house it is. It is a nice house. What a nice house it is. We will write in place of it is what a nice house it is, will go at the end of the sentence and will put a sign of exclamation. It will end with a exclamation, with an exclamation sign. The dress is very pretty. How pretty the dress is. Here we use how. Why? If you get any article, a or an, indefinite article in the sentence, in the assertive sentence, you will use what. Okay. If you don't get any article like a or an, you will use how. If you get the definite article, you can use how. Okay. So how pretty the dress is. And another example, we rejoice that we are the winner. We rejoice, we are very happy. So when we are happy, we don't say like this, I win, I have become first. We don't say like this, okay. That means yes, hurrah, bravo. So many words we can use. So here, hurrah, we are the winner. I wish I were a doctor. If I were a doctor, the sentence with I wish in assertive will be changed into if. Using if will make it into exclamatory sentence. I wish is replaced by if. If I were a doctor. Nothing has been changed. Only I wish has been changed, and it is replaced by if. And I wish I had been a child again. Had I been a child again? Okay. I wish can be changed with using if or had. Both are correct. You can use one of these two. So this was the changing from assertive to exclamatory. And if you follow very carefully, you will see that no meaning has been changed. Okay. So you in your school syllabus, you have assertive to imperative, assertive to optative, and vice versa. But in your revised syllabus, you will have only the last three already I have discussed. So let's have a look on these two also. Assertive to imperative. In imperative sentence, you will not find any what? Subject. It will be silent. It remains silent. The subject remains silent. So you should take care of your health. It is an assertive sentence, and you will omit the subject. Just will write take care of your health. You won't waste your time. It's a negative sentence, but it is included in assertive. It's a kind of assertive. Negative is a kind of assertive sentence. So you won't waste your time. Don't waste your time. We can write in this way. Okay. And assertive to optative, it's optative sentence is like doing wish. Okay, wishing something to God or to the person. You will be successful in life. May you be successful in life. In the optative sentence, you will always find may. First one is assertive sentence, and second one is an optative sentence. So we have used may. And we wish that Almighty Allah will bless us. What and how I have changed it into optative. May Almighty Allah bless you. You can look at this two may. The beginning of the sentence I have used may. It is only for the optative sentence. This rule will work only for the optative sentence. Okay, now things to remember. Already I have discussed many things, many rules with many examples. So how affirmative sentences changed into negative one by using opposite words, and it takes a full stop, and the meaning will not be changed in the case of transformation, but meaning will be changed in the case of conversion of sentences. And this might sound complicating. The rules first might sound complicating, but I'm sure if when you practice and look into the rules again and again, you will get it more easier, and things will turn out to be easy to you. Okay. So try to have a look on the rules, and this was all about changing the sentences. It means transformation of sentences. So time to practice. There are three sentences because already you have learned many things, and you can practice it now or at home. Okay. If you practice it right now, you can give me answer very quickly. I can check it out. Please write it in the comment box. Please hurry. We must obey our parents. I have used must, The turtle is too slow to run. Here I have used to. The rule, just try to remember. And if I were a bird, okay. Mohsina Akhtar have written, we cannot but, what have you written? We cannot but obey our parents. It's the correct sentence. Okay. Try to do it at home. Try to practice more sentences at home. So dear students, thank you for being with me, and I hope you have gone through all the rules and what I have said you have clearly understood. And if you practice all the rules at home, if you use these rules to make sentences, you will get a good results. You will learn more. The more you practice, the more you learn. So that's all for today. See you in the next class. Keep yourself safe. Take the best care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay well. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.